I just cracked the code on how a simple top 10 list website generates $20,000 every single month, and I'm about to show you exactly how I recreated it. This is Listverse.com. 2 million people visit this site every month just to read top 10 lists. With a $10 RPM, they're making over $20,000 in pure passive income from Google AdSense alone. No products, no services, no complicated funnels, just lists that people can't stop clicking. Now here's what blew my mind. I have zero coding skills, zero web development experience, but I found this AI tool that can build the entire technical infrastructure for a site like this. We're talking about recreating those same addictive list features that keep people scrolling and clicking ads. So in this video, you're gonna watch me build my own $20,000 per month top 10 list website from absolute scratch using nothing but AI. We're connecting Google AdSense for that passive revenue stream, adding Stripe for premium features, and by the end, you'll have the complete system to launch your own list-based money machine. This is the future of passive income, and it's easier than you think. Let's dive in. The AI tool that we're gonna use is Replit. With my code JAKE10, you will get a 10% discount and full access to the Replit agent. I added the link in the description down below. Our first step is all about giving this project a strong backbone, something that's clear, easy to navigate, and immediately engaging. I want visitors to know exactly what the site offers the moment it loads, and to be able to jump straight into the topics they care about. To make that happen, I'll start with this request. Build a website called Top 10 Lists in Replit. Add main categories like entertainment, science, history, movies and TV, and weird facts. The homepage should show the newest lists and let users browse by category. Replit's AI builder spins up a new project named Top 10 Lists and organizes it into 5 main sections: entertainment, science, history, movies and TV, and weird facts. The homepage gets a fresh, modern layout where the latest lists are showcased right at the top, making it obvious what's new. A straightforward navigation area lets users switch between categories instantly, and every category page mirrors the homepage styling, so the whole site feels cohesive. Styling should also stay consistent from the homepage to each category view so the experience feels cohesive. For testing and demo purposes, a handful of sample lists can be added to populate the grid and confirm the flow end-to-end. What we have here is a site that's easy to explore and visually tiny from day one. Even first-time visitors immediately understand what it offers. One of the quickest ways to lose readers is with messy, inconsistent formatting. If someone clicks into a top 10 article, they expect a certain flow, a clear title, a quick hook, and a list that actually delivers on the promise of 10 solved entries. So for the next step, we're going to set some rules for how every list will be put together. Make every list require a title, a short summary, a thumbnail image, and exactly 10 ranked items. Each list item should have a headline, short description, and optionally, an image or source link. Make lists easy to read and scroll through. From there, Replit locks in a structure that keeps every post polished and consistent. Each list starts with a title or the main headline, a brief summary to set the tone, and a thumbnail that visually represents the topic. The submission page will be more user-friendly if we add here placeholder tags and example entries showing what a finished post would look like. Exactly 10 items are required, each with its own headline and short description, and contributors can add an image or link for extra context. Lists are displayed in a countdown style from 10 to 1 for dramatic effect, or build upward from 1 to 10, depending on the vibe. Publishing a completed list results in a clean, numbered format with crisp spacing, easy-to-read fonts, and responsive images that look just as good on mobile as they did on desktop. Even first-time contributors can follow the structure without confusion, keeping the site's quality high from day one. Opening the doors to public submissions is the fastest way to fill the site with fresh ideas, but it only works if the process is simple for writers and organized for editors. We need something that welcomes new contributors, catches mistakes early, and keeps the publishing cadence steady without burning out the queue. That's why the next instruction to Replit is add a public submission page where anyone can submit a new top 10 list. Fill in the title, summary, pick a category, and write all 10 items. Add a simple way for an admin to review, edit, and approve/reject lists before they are published. Limit publishing to 3 new lists per day. The build adds an open submission page that doesn't require an account. Writers can enter the list title and summary, select the category, add all 10 items, and include their name with a short bio. Required fields are clearly marked, and inline validation flags issues as they type, so most problems get fixed before the form is ever submitted. On the editorial side, a review panel collects incoming drafts in one place. Admins can open a submission, make light edits for clarity or spelling, approve it to publish, or reject it with an optional note explaining why. Approved posts drop into a publishing queue that enforces a strict cap of 3 lists per day, keeping a consistent rhythm that encourages readers to check back regularly without overwhelming the feed. Overall, it is a workflow that empowers writers while giving editors the control they need to maintain quality. Steady output, clear expectations, and a daily cadence that builds habit. Now, if you want talented writers to take your platform seriously, you have to show that their work will be respected and handled professionally. That means giving them visible credit, being transparent about payment, and making the submission process crystal clear from the start. To set that standard, I'm asking Replit to handle this next step. For each published list, show the author's name and a short bio, entered during submission. After a list is published, mark it as eligible for a $100 payout, handled manually. Add a clear how to get paid page with submission guidelines. Once this is in place, every published list prominently features the author's name and a short bio, giving them recognition for their work. If they included an avatar or image during submission, it appears alongside their byline, which adds a more personal feel to the post. On the admin side, approved lists can be flagged as eligible for payout with a quick toggle or note, keeping track of who is owed payment without having to dig through records. The $100 payment is handled outside the app, but the internal flagging makes sure no author slips through the cracks. The submissions guidelines page is linked from both the submission form and the homepage. It clearly spells out the writing requirements, acceptance criteria, formatting tips, and the exact payment process. It also includes example lists and an FAQ, so there's no room for confusion. The guidelines can be updated anytime to reflect new editorial standards or payout policies, keeping everything current. Visually, the changes make the site look more like a professional publication. Author credits give each post personality, the payment process is documented for all to see, and the submission guidelines remove guesswork. For contributors, it sends a strong message. Their work matters here, and there's a fair, transparent system to back it up. When a site's audience grows, the challenge becomes balancing monetization with a smooth, enjoyable experience. Ads keep the lights on, but for dedicated readers, they can get in the way. The best solution is to give those users a way to directly support the site while unlocking perks that make their visits even better. That's why the next step is to set up premium access. Add Stripe payments so users can buy a premium membership. Premium users see no ads and get early access to new lists published in the next 24 hours. After payment, unlock these perks on their device/browser automatically. Add a premium badge. Given this, a prominent upgrade for early access button appears on both the homepage and list pages. A single click takes users to Stripe's secure checkout, and once the payment clears, the site immediately recognizes their device and unlocks premium perks. No accounts, no passwords, and a subtle premium badge appears to mark their status. From a visitor's perspective, the change is very seamless. They keep browsing exactly as before, but now without ad interruptions and with a sneak peek at content others won't see until the next day. Behind the scenes, the system uses device tracking to ensure the upgrade sticks, even after closing the browser. For any payment questions, a support link is always available. It's a clean, user-first way to enhance the experience while helping the site sustain itself. Advertising can be a big part of keeping a site sustainable, but it only works if the setup is painless for the owner and the placement feels intentional to visitors. The goal here is to make integrating Google AdSense as straightforward as possible while showing exactly where the ads will live. That's why the next step for Replit is add Google AdSense ad banners at the top, sidebar, and inside lists. Make an admin settings page where the site owner can paste their AdSense code and turn ads on or off for the whole site. show the setup process clearly for future users. This update adds dedicated ad containers to the top header, the sidebar, and within the body of each list. Until the real AdSense code is in place, these spots display a simple "Your ad here" placeholder so it's obvious where ads will appear. Once the actual JavaScript snippet from AdSense is pasted into the settings, the ads load automatically in those positions. The admin settings page makes it easy for the site owner to paste their AdSense code, toggle ads on or off across the entire site, and review basic setup instructions for future reference. With everything in place, the site is ready to pass Google's approval process and start generating ad revenue without requiring complex changes later. There it is, a fully built revenue-ready top 10 list platform starting from a blank slate and ending with a polished monetized site. Everything needed to match the performance of an established $20,000 a month site is already here, ready to be put to work. If you're ready to launch your own version, start applying those steps today and watch how fast your project comes to life. The sooner you get it live, the sooner you can get it building traffic and generating revenue. Again, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.